Welcome back, my fellow hoopheads. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I think the last time I've done a video, uh, ripping a box, I believe was in October of 2021. So it's been a while. I'm glad to give this another go. I just wanted to talk about my thoughts of Fanatics Fest. I went on Saturday. Now, for me, it ended up being it's a 5 hour round trip with no delays, and I get there by train into the city and then walk over to the Javits Center. So it's pretty simple traveling for me. So I went on Saturday. The Fanatics Fest was a Friday through Sunday event. If you haven't seen videos of it, you can find videos of people going through the showroom floor to show what was available to do. And I'm just giving my thoughts on and basically what I did during the day and my thoughts of if you needed to go for all 3 days or going for more than one day would uh, would be necessary. So I got at the Javits Center at around 1:30. First thing you have to do, I did not order my tickets that well in advance, so I was not mailed the tickets. I had to go to will call. But getting there at 1:30, it took me longer to walk to will call after passing through security than it did to actually pick up the tickets. It was a hike to go through. I can't speak to how it would have been earlier in the day. The line might have been massive, starting at like 10 in the morning. But when I went there, I quickly got my ticket and was up into the lobby where all the events were. I did pass by on the bottom. There is the theater. So I picked up my will call tickets. I passed by the theater where the line was. KD and Ant-Man were speaking that day, and by that time that line was packed. I do not know if they turned people away or if everybody in line was able to watch the event. So after getting my ticket, I went up into the main lobby where they had the sport. They called it the sport activations for all the four major sports. Um, Actually, there were more because it's the sports, and then there was WWE and UFC, MMA had something there. There may have been others. So I was there pretty much just for the card show. I haven't been to a card show in probably 30 years, 30 plus years maybe. And my card shows used to be in the mall. I haven't been at a convention center for a card show. I've never been to the National, obviously. So having something this big was overwhelming when I first walked in, but I knew exactly what I was looking for or the type of card I was looking for. So, as I said, I got in at around 1:30 and I told myself I was going to leave around quarter after 4. So, so I did around a 5 hour round trip to be at the event for about 2.5 hours. Hey, it worked for me. Could I have been there longer? Yes, but I just was not interested in the sport activations. I wasn't doing a 40-yard dash. No need to be getting hurt on my weekend pulling a hammy. The one that I did think was really cool because it was just kind of just going in and getting a picture taken. Was going inside the octagon. To me, that was pretty cool. But like I said, I wandered around there to see what was there, but I knew what I was there for, and I think I got to pretty much every table. Very quickly looking through what was out on their display cases. You'll see from other videos that Fanatics gave dealers as part of their table. They were given display cases, so a lot of stuff was out. There were some value boxes and then some slab boxes I saw. So I didn't look through those. Like I said, I knew really what I was looking for. Now I was looking for Hall of Famers, um, but I wanted patch autos, immaculate, flawless, and solely basketball. That's what I collect. Um, so I did. Let me see if that. Obviously, Jason Terry is not a Hall of Famer, but this was readily available for me to show what kind of like what I was looking for. Flawless, immaculate, national treasures. Now the thing is, looking through, I really did not find much. That's why I quickly was able to get through tables. I only saw a handful of tables that had patch autos for basketball. The majority that I think I saw were the newer RPAs, where it was a licensed product but not associated with any game or player, that type of things, which I'm not interested in. Other ones that I saw, some people had exquisite MJ, Kobe, Magic. Those were higher price tags than I was willing to look for at the moment. Those type of patch autos are a little down the line for me. My eye caught a CP3 exquisite. It was 2006, so second year. Nice patch. 1,500 on the tag. I don't know what actual value was, but I was kind of looking through that and then kind of seeing what other CP3 exquisites for his RPAs were going for. I decided to hold off, and I think if I were to do a CP3 exquisite, I would just save up for the RPA. Now pricing, and I think this is just regular for, well, from what I was going through checking prices, I think they were priced over what we would get on eBay, and I'm not against that. And there's reasoning, and then there's negotiating or whatnot. It's just that I feel like if the patch autos that I was looking for were actually there, I just don't think they would have been in my range that I was willing to pay. Mainly because I'm basing it off a few autographs. For example, someone had a cream auto there and was asking for 1,000 for it. That's something that you can routinely get on eBay for like 200 plus. So kind of extrapolating, thinking that 5X patch auto of like a Hall of Famer would probably be 3 to 5 times more than what I would be able to find it on eBay. Now, I do have thoughts on why I wasn't able to find patch autos for the type of players I was looking for. And please tell me if while you're at card shows, if you've actually seen quite a few. But I just feel like patch autos are ones that they're not type of cards that someone would get and flip. Now I'm talking about like the Hall of Fame patch autos or established players that will be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not talking like the RPAs. I'm sure people grab and speculate and flip them, but Hall of Fame patch autos, I feel like those don't even show up that often on eBay. When they do, I feel like they get bought up and they then get put away in a collection, and then they may come back out when that person may resell it when they upgraded the patch auto. You know, so I mean, I've been collecting patch autos, Hall of Fame patch autos, pretty much since I've been back in collecting since like 2014. And aside from I think one, I've kept every one of them in my collection. I haven't even sold, even if I even if I get a better patch. It's tough for me to then sell one. I usually just keep both of them, or if I have multiples, I just keep them. I should probably I think as I keep on expanding the collection, and as patch autos continue to go up in price, I will probably sell the ones where I have multiples, just to get into the players that I just don't have yet, instead of having everything come out of pocket. So I think that's my personal experience. Like I said, I blew through the tables within probably an hour and a half, bouncing around, and I basically like they were in an order, like tables were in an orderly manner, so it was easy to go through. It wasn't packed. Nothing was stopping me from seeing the showcases. I wasn't like 4 people deep. You see the videos and you'll see that it was not very crowded in any particular area outside of back in where people were lined up for whether it was an autograph or photo op, or if people were, piling in for like the theater experience that I said with KD, or obviously if a celebrity, I was there, Travis Scott showed up, obviously, crowd will go around him. So with that in mind, would I do it again? Yes, actually, I think I would. I I went by myself, so I think it would be something to have to go with friends or at least one other person. I think would enhance the experience. Not so much for the cards. That I think doing that by yourself and kind of looking through, unless the person is looking exactly for the same things you are. Going individually for that is not a big deal. I think for the fan activations, it would have been fun to be with someone else. And I think when they come back to New York, I will try to participate in some of those. If you saw if you saw the WWE walkout, I thought that was hilarious. That would be something funny to do and have a video of. So, as I said, it's something that I would do again. Card show wise, as of now, I don't have anything to really base it off of. To me, I thought it was good enough. It's just so happened to not have the type of card I was looking for. But I will share what I did end up buying, and I am very excited to. I'm not sure of the last time I did a video if I shared it, and it was back in like November of 2021. But I did. I was in the New York Times for those new, and I'm not sure if of my 200 subscribers, I'm not sure of how many people are actually still active in the YouTube card community. But I am a Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm part of a group. It's called the BK Block. It's like the section that we sit in, and I'm Brooklyn Brigade is kind of like the fans, and where I got I came up my name Hoophead, and you can see in the picture of my profile of kind of what I go to games in. Now the belt in the picture I don't go with anymore. That was more towards that was the big three era, and kind of everything was being referenced. Nets World Order, you know, NWO kind of took that from wrestling, and I got the NWO belt. I still have it. I'd love to eventually do more customization with it, to make it more Nets related instead of being strictly WWE belt. But with that said, so I'll show a picture of what it was when I was in the New York Times. So I'm going to show what I ended up picking up. I did not pick up any cards, as I was talking about. I just was not able to find what I was looking for. But I did get something that I think is pretty cool. So the WWE was doing collaborations with the major sports. So I got the collaboration between the NBA and WWE for my Brooklyn Nets. So obviously there's the front. You can see the Brooklyn Nets symbol. Then at the top, WWE, and the NBA down at the bottom there. I believe those are supposed to be rims going around the symbol there. I'm not sure. A lot of the basketball ones have that design, so that's why I'm thinking it's the rim. So on one side, obviously, that is the Nets' new font, and it's to look like an actual net. Eastern Conference, and then these where the buttons are, the caps of them, to get that to focus, to look like basketballs. So I think that's pretty cool. And there's at the end with the NBA logo. And then on the other side, the Nets again, there's WWE and the NBA. And then where you snap in, and on the other side had the similar design, but that's obviously the lane in the NBA. On the other side, pretty cool design of the WWE and NBA logos, kind of like in a I don't know, maybe a graffiti font. I don't know what to really consider that. So that is what I ended up picking up. Um, and I plan on bringing with me to games when I go to games. In wrap up, would I go to Fanatics Fest again? Yes, I would. I understood that they probably would not have the type of cards that I would be looking for. I would look to probably do the fan activations next time, in addition to like scanning through the cards, because it is fun to look through the cards and kind of be over in that atmosphere. I would also hopefully take part in the autographs and photo ops. This year they did not have a current net represented. I'll flash up a picture. They had Mikal Bridges, who looks to be who they had designated as the Nets representative for the city. But we all know that he's not a Net. And I mean, to add insult to injuries, now a crosstown rival. So I had no, at this moment in time, paying to have an autograph from him and a photo. Um, Maybe in the future. But I was hoping they would have Cam Thomas. But maybe next year. I look forward to continuing to make videos. I started this more as just an overall basketball hobby channel. You know, collectibles, memorabilia, sports cards. I obviously only have done sports cards, but I'm planning on expanding on that. Um, Thinking one day will be the sports cards, you know, showing off cards, ripping cards, hopefully doing PSA reveals now that I finally have gotten my PSA membership. And then the other day could be showing off, you know, basketball toys that I've gotten, basketball movie reviews, book reviews, just trying to expand the type of stuff I'm talking about, keep it interesting for myself and hopefully for you. I look forward to, you know, I have been watching videos and commenting, not nearly as much as I did a few years ago. Um, but get back into the flow of things, of being more of a active community member and meeting the new people that I've been in the past few years. Those that have stopped making videos, hopefully they're doing well, and I'd love to see them back making videos because I really enjoyed the interactions with them. All right, guys, I think that's enough rambling from me. I think next week I'll show off some cards. I'll probably start ripping in a couple weeks because I've been collecting, still collecting and buying boxes and so forth over the past several years. Even though I've been MIA on making videos, but I think next week we'll show off some of the cards in my collection as I feel like I'm kind of starting brand new again. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.